Okay, hey guys, while I had my kit out and I showed you, show my kit real quick for those of you that can catch the video. I have a cold, so excuse the crazy voice, but anyhow, while I had it out, I figured I would do my first tutorial because I've never done one, and I said, hey, what the hey, I can do it. So here, I'll show you what we're going to do first. Don't pay attention, so this is, you know, a dream catcher and a feather I was working on, and it's mostly one stroke, so I'm just going to show you how we do it. So this is it's a one stroke I made all by myself. I just cut them up and I put it in there. I could use a larger brush, but I really like the size of, what's this? This is a 1/2 inch. So all I'm doing is barely touching the tip of it because I just want a little bit more water. And these are global paints, and they're just, I can never get them filled all the way up to the ferrule here, so mine ends up like half the way filled up, not all the way. So, you know, painters who've been doing it longer may say, oh, you're not doing it right, but I guess it works for me. So this is my, you know, my thigh. Let's see if I can do it, and film at the same time. So all I'm going to do is lay my first circle bring that out a little, and then I'm just going to flip my brush. Oh no, I'm not, because I want the purple on the inside, so I'm going to lay the purple to this one, and I'm just going to get kind of like an inside thing going on there, just like so. And then I'm going to come back because my brush is, you can tell, it still has paint in it, still has plenty of paint in it, but I want a little bit more, so you can tell I'm just dipping it, just the very tip. I mean, like, you literally can see where the watermark is. And then I'm just going to get a little bit more paint. You just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And you try not to muddy it up and smear it up, and too much water will muddy it. So there you go, it's paint. You can see it's damp, but it's not muddy. And then I'm just going to come down and I'm going to do these little feathers that I did. And I just learned to do these, so be cautious, like be patient with me. So really it's just, you lay it down and you're wiggling. And then it's just like hash, 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 hash. And then wiggle, 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 hash, 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 hash. As far as down as you want to go. Like, I'm just going to stop them there and then bring it to a point. Then you come back up, make sure your purple is on the right side, because I almost did that. And then you just wiggle, 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 hash, 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 wiggle, 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 hash, 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 hash. I make a lot of noises, like I've always done that. So, and then you just bring it back to a point. Oop, my point was not that pretty, but we'll fix it. And then I flip the brush, the purple's on the outside here, to make like these little funky hairs on the outside, just because I like that look. Oh, and you can tell I'm starting to need a little bit more water. So I'm going to come back, I'm going to refill, see, just a little bit, just a little bit. Load back up. Here we go. I'm going to do, I'll show you what it looks like with the purple on the outside too, just to get some different. Sorry I'm painting my leg, but I don't have a model here for you, so you get me instead. So here we go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hash, 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 hash. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hash, 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 hash. And then you just come down. We'll make this one a little bit shorter. Swoop it out. Right, and then come back to the other side. Now on this side, we're going to make sure that the apricot is on the inside. And we'll start with something different. We'll do hash, hash, hashes this time. Then we'll do some wiggle, wiggle, wiggles. Hash, 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 hash. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And bring it to a point. It's not a very good one, but so sometimes I'll come back and I'll put some more hashes on it if I don't really like the wiggle part. And then I'll flip it, because I want the apricot on the outside. I'm going to do these little funky hairs at the top. I just like these. You only have to. Just take your brush, drag it. Ooh, that wasn't that good. Drag it down and drag it down so you have like a middle. I screwed that one up, but hey, we'll fix it when we're painting. And then I clean my brush out. Normally I don't let my water get so yuck, but it is what it is. And normally I have 3 pots of water, but I'm at home. It's not like I'm at a gig. And then all I do is I like brush it off because I don't like a lot of paint, and I like to like form my brush back. I like it to look good. So now I'm going to take a size 4, and I'm going to I wet my brush just like that all the way up to the ferrule, and I like shake it off so there's no excess. And then I just pick up some color on my brush. Now while I'm doing it, I know I'm moving it fast, but I'm kind of twisting it at the same time that I'm doing it. So when I pick up my brush, it has like a pointed tip still. Alright. So here we go. We're just going to outline this. It doesn't have to be really exact, you know. It's a dream catcher. So you just want this to be the outside of your dream catcher. Just like so. And then I put like 2 little leather straps coming up top. And then you have a leather strap coming down. And another one coming down. And so they're coming down into your feathers. Right? Right. You guys can see that. And so my other one I had 3, but I made the feathers smaller. You can make them smaller. They look better if you have 3. Usually I do things in 3s. So it's a little bit weird that I'm not. Now I'm going to switch to wolf. Now for wolf, I like spray my palette. I mean, my cake. I'm down to like the nitty gritty. You can see, like, it's time to replace this. Okay. So for this, I do this. I make a little circle in the middle, and then I just draw off from there. And I do like a pinwheel kind of a thing. And then down. Now, so once I have a circle, the little legs, I come back and do like a spider web. It's just all either like U's or upside down U's, really, according to which way you're painting. And I just do one of those, and I come up and I do it again all the way around. It's weird painting on like a camera phone, so bear with me that it's not like the best line work. Right? So then you have that, and then you come back, pick a way to go. Because these aren't straight lines, you know, because your dream catchers are like twined around. And so you don't want to leave this off or it just look really funny. Because this is definitely a part of a dream catcher that everybody is kind of familiar with. Right. I do a little bit of highlight, go up, up, with a little bit of highlight on my leather cording. Just like so. And I'm just loading a little bit more white. Just a little bit more. Just want some more. I'm being kind of smudgy and messy with it and not being precise whatsoever. And then I'm going to come back to these little feathers. And I'm going to give it a center. And I'm not necessarily going to come all the way down it. I'm going to kind of break it up. Just like that. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some quick kind of fuzzy outline, and I'm not really being particular with anything here. But I'm going to come off of there just a little bit so it gives it a little bit of detail, right? Fuzzies. Some of them are just lines, some of them are fuzzies. I don't know what the technical term is. I like fuzzies. And then with these up here, I just stroke them out. You know, like at the tip of a feather, it's kind of furry almost. That's what I'm doing there. And so now you can tell the difference between, oh, you've got like kind of an outline, so it's a better shape. And then here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to give it some fuzzies. Bring the lines in. And so you can tell here on this one, oh, it's not the best, that this one was weird shaped here, so I just gave it an outline that kind of made it better than it really was. And we'll just do some fuzzies and some lines. I'm just kind of scraggling along here, give it a little bit of outline. And then when I messed up here, see, we just start bringing it out. You can't really tell that much. And then just give it some of those wispy, feathery lines. Just like so. So now you have your outline, and now that's all your white. And the trick to, like, I guess, speed painting or fast painting, from what I understand, is that you only want to pick up, like, if I were laying white, I only want to pick up that white once. I don't want to have to pick up my white, do something, pick up another white, do something. Like, I only want to pick up that brush once. So now I'm just using my dark brush because I'm going to pick up a dark color. And it doesn't have black in it anymore. And I'm going to pick up this really pretty magenta color. And this global magenta will just blow your mind. It's gorgeous. Look at this. It's so pretty. So what we're going to do is just add some beads. And to do that, you just kind of draw a square. It's a little bit like a square. Got a little bit of roundness to it. You can't really see it. I'll put that in there just like that. Always put one up at the top just to give it some cohesiveness. And I need a little bit more paint on my brush. I'm just loading it. And then I just come in here and I give it some of these same like bead colors just to make everything kind of match. I'm not really, you know, they're just hashes. It's not really being particular. But when you look at it from afar, oh, I need like one more like right here just to make it look good. Maybe one up closer. Yeah, okay. So then when you look at it, everything goes together. The same colors, you have white throughout, you have the same magenta up top as you do in bottom, and in the center, but you have that same magenta color that's just mixed in. Well, it's kind of like a pink, but then it all flows together and it looks really, really nice. So that's my first tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please visit me on Facebook. It's www.facebook.com/averyfairyaffair. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. See you soon.